Hey, welcome back to Pilates with Megan. We're going to start standing. Make sure you have a mat to work on. We're also going to use some light weights at the end of our session together. So I'm going to turn to the side and just go ahead and start with your eyes closed. Take a breath in. See if your structure can lift just a little bit here, finding your tall posture. And as you exhale, allow the rib cage to narrow. And again, as you inhale, letting your upper trunk find some space. Maybe you feel your arms kind of laterally float just a little bit as the rib cage expands. Good, adding your arms. Inhale the arms up. And exhale back down. Good. Check in with the ribs. So in our effort to find height, watch that we're not pushing the rib cage forward. Good. Let's go ahead and exhale down. We're going to bend the knees. Knees track forward over second toe and straighten the legs. I want the head and the rib cage to stay over the hips. So watch for the tail reaching behind you and the head forward. And we'll add the arms. And down. Nice knee bend, tracking parallel over your second toe. 2 more. And 1. Good. Let's go ahead and take a chair pose. So you're going to sit your hips back, reach the arms forward. You can frame your ears. Now we're going to stay here for a little bit. See if the toes can lift just a tiny bit off the floor. I've got a little more weight in the heels. Connect navel to spine. Find a nice scooping action. Let's go ahead and reach the arms back as if we're ready to ski down a mountain. Good. Let's do a couple little rotations of the arms. Fingertips extending behind you. Long back of the neck. Good. Take the arms forward, deepen a little bit more into your chair, and take the arms up. Inhale. And down. And again. Exhale into your chair. Sweep the arms back. Rotate. Feel the upper arm bone. Rotate in the hip socket. I'm just finding your range of motion. Good. Sweep the arms forward. Check in with belly button to spine. And inhale, lift. Exhale down, adding on. And reach. Good. From here, let's go ahead and send the arms and the head down. Still keeping the spine long. You can bend your knees as much as you'd like. You can even just go halfway with hands on your thighs. Good. If it feels good today, just stretch the legs. I know we're just getting started. Taking a little hang. Good. Bend the knees. Let's start to lift the head. Find flat back. And reach your arms overhead. Aligning head, rib cage, and your hips press down. All of that again. Reaching forward. Arms back. And dive down. Maybe taking a little stretch. And flat back up. Lift the arms. And down. Good. Last one. We'll take this to all fours. I'm adding an inhale lift. It just felt right. Go ahead and sit back into your chair. Check in with the toes. Press the arms. Let's go ahead and open the palms out to the side. Release down. Connect to a long back here. And let's go ahead and walk out. And find all fours. Good. All right, we're going to revisit some nice, easy, fundamental movement here. We'll start with sternum drop. Head and tail staying long. And we're just going to let the chest dip down between your arms. Elbows stay long. And press. And again, lower. As we take this movement down and up, I want to make sure the tailbone doesn't release. I'm not collapsing. taking my time to reach the shoulder blades to center. It's like you're taking your shoulder blades and kind of holding on to a pencil between them. Good, last two. And one. Good, let's just take the right arm, float it up. Make sure belly's hollowing. Quiet transition, and take the left arm up. A nice stable spine, lift. And lift. Good, so we've got this nice connection of the shoulders. My arms are helping me. Let's take a little tail wag of sorts, just looking over the shoulder, adding a C curve. So I'm thinking of rib to hip and rib to hip. So my tailbone moves with my head. Good, let's finish. Take a little pause with head and tail towards the right. Take a little reach back. And up. Try it on the other side. Go ahead, take the knees out just a little bit more. And this time go on a diagonal to the right and to the left. Nice. Let's find center. I'm going to have you lie all the way down. Let's start with the feet just comfortably on the floor. Aligning your hips to find neutral. Going to slip a hand underneath the low back. Starting with hands just at the top of the sternum. Let's kind of connect to our breath here. Inhale into your hands. Exhale, release. Allowing a little movement. Trunk expands on your inhale. And as you exhale, soften the back, soften the rib cage. Allow them to melt down towards the floor. See if your exhale can take a little longer than our train noise there. Heavy tail. Good. Move the hands down to wrap around the rib cage. Inhale, fill the lungs. Find that movement in the ribs. Exhale, softening. Two more breaths. And one. Good. Hands at the low belly, just around the headlights of the hips. And this time we'll add a little more awareness to our core activation. Inhale into the top of your chest. As you exhale, you're softening your back body down into the mat, and you're scooping from underneath your fingertips down towards the spine, and find a scoop, lift. You can release on your inhale, exhale, find the scoop and hollow. Last time. As much as you can, scoop and lift. I still can breathe at the top of my trunk. Let's see if we can balance right leg tabletop. Stable hips. My hands are going to stay here, so I make sure that I'm not finding a little lift of the low belly. One more. Good, right leg. Find that scoop. Left leg. Lower. Lower. Lifting right. Left. Nice way to just start to wake up our core activation. Fingertips can keep you on check, keep you responsible. Let's switch left leg leads. Left leg, then right. For letting go of our abdominal muscles, we'll feel Then poof up. Achoo! Oh, goodness me. Anyone allergies out there? Last one. Here we go. Keep abdominals nice and long. Fabulous. All right, let's go ahead and take our hundreds. So I'm going to start with legs and tabletop. You can certainly keep your head down if that's safer for your neck and head. Arms are going to lift. So I'm going to come up to my starting position, and right away I'm going to stretch my legs today. You can do whatever works for you. We breathe in for 5 and out for 5. Here we go. And out. 2. And out. Heels are together. Toes are apart if your legs are stretched. Inhale for 4. 5. Eyes can stay down. Watch those abdominals engage. 7. 8. 9. Strong arms. Breathing in 10. And exhale. Good. Hug the knees in. Fabulous. Release. All right. We're going to take the feet just underneath the knees, hip distance apart. We're going to press into the floor. Let's roll up through our vertebrae, bone by bone. Take a little inhale at the top, find belly to spine, and we'll roll it back down nice and slow. Good. Nice stretch through the top of the thighs. Making sure we're resting on the shoulder blades. We don't have to lift any higher. So there's space from chin to chest. Let's do one more. We'll pause at the top. Good. So while we're here, abdominals in, we're going to take some rotation. My legs and knees stay in the exact same place. I'm just going to take a little twist. Go ahead and twist towards me. And center. And twist away from me. And center. You can bring your hands to your hips. And really see, can I keep my thigh bones in place? Make sure the knees aren't shifting. If you have a pillow or a little ball, exercise ball at home, you can put it between your knees to help ensure that they're staying in place. I've got some work with the back, seat, hamstrings as I rotate. Nice challenge for us. Good. One more each way. Find center. Roll through. Let's go ahead and release. Shake it out. Good. Ready for roll up. Take a modification if you need. Hands can go underneath your low back. Arms overhead. If you're avoiding flexion, you can take some roll to the side to come up and still practice that mobility. So I'm going to inhale to find my chest lift. Exhale as I continue to roll. Nice C curve. Let's go ahead and turn the palms so that they face each other. Imagine you're holding a beach ball or a magic circle. As you're working and as you approach your spine stretch forward, make sure that there is space from ribs to hips. So it's not about collapsing down. I still want to elongate in my C curve. One more. Here we go. Good. Let's go and circle the arms. Allow your bottom arm to switch each time. And let's do a little reverse, just a nice sweep. Find a little moment where you're kind of giving yourself a hug, getting a nice stretch. Last 2. And 1. Good, let's go ahead and bring the right knee in towards your chest. So my left leg is out long. Find a nice hug. Getting ready for leg circle. Holding behind your thigh. See if you can find a nice fixed position for your thigh. And then we'll just stretch from where you've established your thigh to be. So if it needs to go a little bit away from you, see if your thigh can be a space hold. I'm going to see if I can go a little closer in. We'll take 4. Feel free to use a towel or TheraBand to wrap around the foot. That can help you with your range and your flexibility. I'm going to hold the leg up there, arms can lower down. Flex and point. Really moving through, articulate. And I want to really see how far can I flex the toes. Start with a push through the ball of your foot, stretching the top of the foot. This should feel effortful, and you've got your abdominals working while you're balancing your leg up in the air. Stay with a stretched foot. I'm actively flexing my left leg, and we're going to take our circles. Inhale, and exhale around, and we'll pause at the top. Circle sizes up to you. Be mindful of your hips. Staying anchored. Last 2. 1. Reverse. Check in with the rib cage. Do you feel movement traveling up to the top of your trunk as you maintain a deep scoop of belly to spine? I believe we have 1 more. Good. Flex the foot, lower down, and lift. Flex down. Point up. Flex down. Point up. Last time, flex down. Point up, anchor the arms, woo, switch, and bend your left knee in. Good, finding a nice hug. Softening in front of the hip crease, lengthening the right side. Alright, so we'll hold behind the thigh, establish where your thigh bone is, and find your stretch. And bend. Stretch, bend, reach. 2, and 1. Good, so we'll lift and hold, arms can lower down, point and flex. Working through the toes, already active core, abdominals are engaged. 1 more. Good, arms can reach down. Strong right leg, it should feel 50-50, even though one leg's moving, the other leg that's stable is still active. We'll cross, lower, side, and up. 4. Stable hips, go 3. 2. 1. Staying with your breath. Reverse it. 4. 3. 2. 1. Good. Go ahead and bring it in for a second. Alright, so we're going to flex down, point up. As we lift to your 90, only go as far as you can before tipping the pelvis in any way. So I want my low back to stay the same as I lower, the same as I lift. Same shape. Good. At the top, we're going to hold, flex both feet, push out with the right leg. Take a scissor. 5, 4, Woo, 3, 2, 1. Point the feet. Go 5, 4, 3, 2. Stable trunk. 1. Bring it in. Woo, melt. All right, so we're gonna roll up to the top of our mat. Quick round of rolling like a ball. If you're avoiding flexion, keep it in a balance. I'm gonna hug the top of my shins. Find a little space between the knees. Go ahead and take the focus down. Rock just off of your sits bones. Take a breath in. And exhale, deep scoop of belly to spine. Here we go. Inhale to roll back. Exhale to come up. Rolling back. And exhale up. I'm feeling a lot better about my rolling like a ball compared to last week. Hopefully you are too. Good, maintaining that C curve. One more. Good, we're gonna take our abdominal series. So we're headed down. I'm gonna reach the right leg in, stretch the left leg out. If you need to lower your head for abdominal series, here's your chance. We're gonna switch, stay parallel. Switch. I'm crossing my outside arm to frame the inside of the knee. My outside arm reaches down towards my ankle. Nod the chin down towards chest. Lift the shoulders, lift the head. Breathing in. And out. And out. Bring both knees in. Scoop a little bit more. We're going to take our double leg stretch. Reach away. And come in. If your head is up, when your arms go overhead, keep your focus towards your hips, towards your abdominals. And see if the height of your shoulder blades can stay the same throughout. 4. We're going for it today. 3, 2, 1. Take a little breather. Roll it out. All right, one more round of our single leg stretch, of our double. This time we're flexing our feet. So, here we go. Pushing through the feet, lifting the toes. Breathe in and out. Breathing in. 2 and 1. Both coming in, lift a little bit higher, stretch away. And in. And away. Inhale. Exhale in. And a 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice work. Take a little knee sway. All right, we're going to take one more abdominal exercise. If you happen to have a towel or TheraBand and you'd like a little support in this movement, you can reach for something like that. I'm going to take hands stacked behind the head. And if you're ready for an extra challenge, you can lift the head, should you choose. So we're going to take our double leg lowers. So here, I'm going to go ahead and imprint my low back. And I'm going to lift the head up, starting with pointed feet. I'm going to lower, lower, lower. Keep my low back pressed into the mat. And I exhale as I come back up. Inhale down, your choice how far you go. And exhale, lift. Last 2. And 1. Good, take a break. So if you're using that TheraBand or towel, it's around the toes and it's going to help you track the feet down and up. All right, last round, we get to flex this time. Find a reach up to 90. Head's coming up. Lower, lower, lower. And lift, lift, lift. And lower, lower, lower. Maybe you can see me shaking. This is some tough stuff. Reach out through the heels. 2, 1. Good, bend the knees. Place the feet on the ground. And we're going to take a bridge. I'm going to lift up through flat back. So I've got my curve through my low spine. Reach out through thighs and knees. Scoop abdominals in. Good. See if you can reach out just a little bit more. Knees tracking away from you. And roll down. Get a nice stretch around the knees. And I get to walk fingertips down so that my shoulders slide back down the spine. I'm going to take that again. Reach it up. Finding I'm resting on the shoulders. Then I'm going to reach away and melt down. Nice stretch around the knees. Good. Let your knees fall out to the side. You can take a little butterfly. Whew. Okay, so we're going to make up our way up to the top of your mat. You can roll like a ball. You can roll up. And you can also go to the side. Woo, to come on up. All right, so here we are. Right on our sits bones. Let's go ahead and take the hands behind the head and really open up those elbows. All right, so the toes are gonna lift up tall, and just take a little hinge forward. So I'm trying to lengthen my spine as I hinge. If you need to bend your knees a little bit here, you can. Inhale, coming forward. And exhale, coming back. I take the feet a little bit wider. Hinge forward. And hinge back. Good. Take the arms out in front of you. This time we're stretching our spine forward. So up and over, like we're running over a beach ball. So we're lengthening out. A little bit of space, ribs to hips. Good. Stacking your spine back up. Let's open the arms, shoulder hug towards center. Pressing again, rolling down. We'll inhale, stack it back up. Turn the palms, press. One more each way. Strong feet, scoop belly in. Open and close. And again. Little inhale. And back. Last time, turn the palms. Press. And release, shake it out. Okay, so a little bit of weight in the arms. You can narrow the feet. Let's go ahead and start with knees bent. Just take a little moment to lift the sternum, press down through the arms. And exhale. You can lower your focus down. Inhale, lift it up. Allow that focus to help you reach out of your hips, long back. Good, this time if you're ready to lift your hips, let's go for it. Your eyes lead you up, hips press you up, and release down. Good, if you want to go ahead and take it into a forward fold like we've been working on, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do one more version like this. Eyes helping to connect us to the pathway. And down. Good, stretch the legs out, release your wrists. All right, we've got two more of those, or I'm going to build you up to the next level should you choose to do that. So the hands are facing, the fingertips are directing towards the hips. I'm going to go ahead and point the feet. So this is our leg pull up. So I'm going to press down, give myself a little moment to lift the sternum. And then I'm going to lift the hips here. This is a lot for wrists. We've got a lot going on. So choose wisely here. And I'm going to lower, lower, lower. Take your eyes with you up and over. You can take the arms forward, spine forward. Good, go ahead and come on up. Lifting your eyes. Take the hips up. Last round, I'm going to do the full leg pull up. You can do whatever version works for you. Right leg lifts, flex down, switch, left leg. It doesn't have to go very high. My hips are staying on a shelf. They're not going to lower. Last time, point up, flex down. Having fun? Point up, flex down. Nice and slow, lower, strong arms. You reach forward. Good, let's go ahead and release, shake it out. Nicely done. All right, so that idea of drawing up, 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 I want us to continue that with a little round of open leg rocker. So, just just gonna start by holding, let's hold underneath the thighs. Feet are hip distance apart, about as wide as your shoulders, so they're a little wider than hips here. So let's just take the eyes down and take the eyes up, 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 and take a little lean back, scoop belly in. So I really want to lengthen out of the hips. And go ahead and bring the focus back down. This time I'm going to add right leg coming up off the floor and back down. Left leg, lift. Let's try both legs. Good luck. Up. Good. Pull the knees to you so you can give yourself a little accountability. High tone can help us balance. Take your focus up, reach out of the hips, pull navel to spine, and go ahead and set the feet forward. Take the focus down. Let's do that one more time. Eyes lift, draw the feet in and up. Pull the thighs to you, lift your eyes, keeping your neck long. Good, release it down. You can do a little shimmy, little shake. All right, so you can play with that balance. If it feels a little too much to hold here, you can try outer ankle as well. And we're gonna go ahead and take this into a roll back if you're ready for it. All right, so I wanna start with the eyes up. That's gonna help me lift the spine. Then go ahead and drop the focus, tuck the tail. Here I am, I roll back. And up, finish with your eyes up. Spine long, drop, roll. Lift the eyes, stretch the spine. Good, if you're ready, you can stretch the legs here, but you do not have to. And from here, lower, and you can even just be balance. Push the thighs down, roll, roll. I skipped a stone there. Did you see that? All right, here I go. See if I can find. Whoa, there we go. Eyes up. That one was a little rough. Let's try one more for me. Good. Find your eyes. Lift, lift, lift. Good. Release. All right, just a little reminder with open leg rocker, we want to avoid rolling on our neck and on our head. So, just a word for the wise. Okay. Feet are going to go behind you. And we're going to find all fours. So, let's go ahead and take the hands right underneath shoulders, a little space between our knees, long back. We're going to curl the toes down. And let's go ahead and take a cat position. Dropping head and tail. I'm going to move this shape back. So get a little extra stretch. And I'm feeling my toes spreading. Inhale, coming up. We'll set the feet back down. And this time, let's go ahead and reach into our cow position. Head lifts, tail lifts. You're finding a nice curve in the back. And come forward. We'll do that again. Curl the toes down. Scoop belly button in. Rounding the back. Sitting back towards heels. And forward. Place the toes flat. Lift the focus. Lift the tail. And coming up. Good. So right toes are going to reach back. Slide them back. Squaring off the hips, squaring off the shoulders. Let's reach back and rock forward. So we're in half plank. Getting a little tendon stretch, ankle stretch, calf stretch. And one more. Good. Bring it in. Stable hips. Switch. A little rock back and forward. Feel that little bit of press through the foot to glide you forward. Reach the heel back as far as it can go. Good. So let's go ahead and give our wrists a little break. I'm coming up to high kneeling. We're doing just a little stretch here in between. Right knee can come forward. I'm going to melt into a little lunge. So I'm letting the hips draw forward. Make sure you have extra padding under your knee if you need it. And my front knee doesn't go past my ankle. So taking a nice moment here to release the hips forward. You should feel a nice stretch in the front of the left hip. Think about your eyes going out away from the foot, and that can help keep your head and spine in position. Alright, so we're going to reach it back and flex the right toes. You can even flex the left toes. So now we're stretching underneath the right leg. Good. Forward. And a nice little drop. And back. Good. Let's go ahead and switch. I'll let you decide how you're doing that. Alright. Left knee over the ankle. Melt the hips forward. Hand can be on the ground to support you. And looking out. Long back of the neck. Nice stretch for the right hip flexor. And when you're ready, exhale it back. And I like to curl my toes. That just feels good to me. You can do what works for you. Get a little extra foot articulation. Get those toes moving. Alright, we'll take it forward again. Invite a little extra movement where you feel like you need that added stretch. And then exhale, take it back, squaring off the hips. Good. We're going to come back to all fours. We're going to take our opposite arm and leg reach today with a little extra knee to elbow. So we're going to find our abdominals, drawing in and up. Let's go ahead and take the right toes out. Find that stance we were working on. Left arm to lift. Let's take palm facing center. So the back can stay long. You can even keep it really stable if you're working on long back. If you'd like to round, you're emphasizing the pull up of the belly. And your stabilizing right arm is working really hard. Let's flex the right leg for 2. Stretch. 1. Stretch. Point the foot. Last 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Lower down to the floor. Bring it back. Take a child's pose between sides. Alright, up we go. Left toes reach back. Right arm out. Float shoulder and hip height. I'm going to turn my palm to face center. Starting with a flexed foot. Coming in, long spine or rounded spine. Breathing can really help you stay balanced. Check to see, are you sending your hips too far to the right? Are you staying really square? One more with flexed heel. Yeah, just something to stay aware of. Now point. See what the difference of your energy or your connection to balance. Something as small as how your foot is flexed or pointed might impact you a little bit. One more. And go ahead and lower. Coming in, excellent. Lower down. Find a little stretch. Good. I'm going to take inventory of my time. Very nice. Alright, so let's do a little bit on our side. I'm going to start with, actually I lied. Let's lie on our belly all the way. All the way. And I'm going to take the elbows in line with my shoulders. Sometimes I see this a lot with the elbows below the shoulders. So really try to find your 90 degrees. I'm finding a little reach down the tail. So let's start with just a float of the head. And I'm reaching shoulder blades down. I feel activation right here around the armpit area. And I lower head and chest. One more, just to feel that opening. Small lift. And we go down. Alright, so here's a little robot dance, one of my all-time favorites. We're going to take the hands up. Elbows stay down, adds a little bit of rotation. And lower the hands. And a little lift. Adding on. Lifting hands. Elbows. So now I'm level. As your float of the chest. Down. We've got elbows. Then hands. Hands lift. Elbows. Float. Down. Lower elbows. Hands. Let's add a little spice. Last thing to add. Hands. Elbows. Lift. You can stretch the arms out to a V overhead or even behind you. Whatever feels best for your practice today. And then we get to reverse. Elbows. Hands. Hands. Elbows. Lift. Stretch your arms. Pull it back. Lower. Elbows. Hands. One more. Here we go. Hands. Elbows. Lift. Stretch. Pull. Down with the chest. Elbows. Hands. Good. Release. Make a pillow. Stacking your hands. Reach the legs out long. Little tuck of the tail so you can feel the length from ribs to hips in the front of your body. Right leg. Out and up. Lower, lower, lower. Left leg. Out and up. And lower. Good again. Keeping the shape of your low back the same. So we don't want to add any pinching or discomfort to the low back. Good. Take your feet apart a little bit more. Find a little lift of both legs. And down. Little lift of both legs. And down. Last time, make sure the low back stays really long. Nice. And then turn onto your side. Alright, so we're going to start with the feet stacked. You can see my top foot, I'm pretty sure, which is good. So we're in one long line. I'm going to remind you to think of your upper body staying in line. So sometimes the upper arm is just forward. This kind of feels comfortable, right? But I want you to feel very two-dimensional, like a picture in a picture frame. So the top leg, I'm just going to flex up, resist down, flex up, and down. Last one like this. Good, we're going to flex, point, flex up, point down, top leg getting longer each time we lower. 3, 2, and 1. Good, both legs, take a little hover, lift, and down. Hover, lift, down. Last one, hover, lift, stay, and send the feet in front of the hips. I'm going to bend my bottom knee today just to feel a little something different, see if I get a little more range of motion. So top part of my hip is going to reach down, so I open up a little space underneath my bottom rib. 2 kicks to the front. Kick, kick, point to go back. Make sure that the foot stays at the same height away from the floor. Strong heel. When I go to the back, rib cage, shoulders stay stacked. Good, I really like this version with the knee bent, getting a little something different today. One more. Good, stretch the legs, turn it out. So we're gonna go through passe, and let's go ahead and take the foot behind your bottom leg. Lift and find a dropping of your thigh bone into the hip socket. So I feel right now that the thigh has found its way in the hip so that I can stretch and find a little extra in my lift up without moving the hip. So I'm going to reach behind, bending the knee. Notice that when I pull the knee in, I'm not shifting my hips. I stretch and flex down. Last two. That's it. And down. One more. And stretch. Let's reverse. Lift, bend, lengthen. Lift, bend. So I'm thinking of pulling the knee in. A little different as I reverse. Two, and down. One, and down. We'll take our 5 small circles. 5, 4.3, 2, 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Good. All right, so we're gonna come on up. We're going to do a little mermaid between sides today. I'm staggering the feet. Let's go ahead and take our arm up and over towards the knees, towards the feet. And stretch. And take it the other way. Nice long bend. And stretch. This time both arms stay off the floor, scooping underneath. And open. Underneath. And open. Go ahead and place your hands away from your knees. You want to kind of stagger the front knee forward a little bit more. I'm going to take my cat-cow, rolling back, press through the arms, and inhale, lift. After doing some sideline, this can feel like a nice massage around the upper thigh and hip. Good. Let's go ahead and switch the legs for our second side. All right, so the legs are long. They're right in line with your hip. Make sure that your arm also helps to create that long line. So we've got some nice challenge here to balance. Top leg, flex. We'll stay flexed for the first few. Strong heel. Good. Add your point to lower. Flex up, point lower. Flex up, point lower. Flex up and down. 2, 1. Both legs, little lift. And down. Little lift. And down. 2. This time we'll hold, take the feet forward and down. All right, so here comes our kicks. I'm going to bend my bottom knee. Strong flex heel as I kick. And point, reach back. And kick. And back. Nice stable upper body. 3, 2. Nice breathing. One more. Good. Lengthen the legs. Turn it out. Go behind your bottom leg. Stacking your hips. Draw your knee up. Stretch from there. Flex lower. And we'll go up the leg. Stretch. Your thigh bone stays in place. And then stretch. Good. Last one. And reverse. We take it up. And bend And for some reason, I like to just point the foot on the reverse. You could do whatever you'd like. Good. I'm working on the range of motion that I can keep my hips stable. We've got one more. Good. 5 small circles. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish. Nicely done. We'll take our mermaid. Open the arms. Let's go to the knees. And up. Tall back. Away. And up. Thread. And open. And thread. And open. Set your hands away from the feet, and you can adjust if you need. And we're going to press through the hands. Drop the tailbone down around your spine for cat. Inhale, lift the sternum. Make sure the shoulders are away from your ears, round. And coming up. One more. Nice active breathing. Good. Let's go ahead and release that. Excellent. All right, let's start to make our way up to standing, but I'm gonna first give you a little interlude on all fours. Curl the toes. We're gonna take our knee lift. So we've got a nice little lift of the knee. And I'm gonna lower down. Take a nice inhale and lift. And down. On this next lift, we're going to shift our weight forward and back. Back stays long. We're going to go back and forward. 3, 2, 1. Lift your hips, walk your hands back. And continue to make your way up to standing. Let's take the arms up, big breath in. Lower down, shake, shake, shake. All right, so let's go ahead and get our weights. We're standing. Train, again. Heels together, toes apart. Let's take the arms forward. We're gonna float the arms back as we do. We keep the alignment in our trunk. I feel inner thighs engage. And again, little opening of the chest. Good, flip the palms to face behind you. Little lift. One more. Good, back to palms forward. Reach it back. And reach it back. Flip the hands. No shifting forward or back on the feet. See if we can keep it together. Good. From here, we're going to take just some small circles that will spiral and connect to your tallest reach. It could be overhead, and we're going to reverse those down. Take your time, go slow. Find those challenge spots. So if you need to pause shoulder height, please do so. So as the arms start to lift up, I'm anchoring the shoulders on the back. So my shoulders don't get to lift with my arms. And little, all the way down, down, down. Good, we're gonna take the elbows in line with shoulders. We're gonna start with same arm as leg. I'm gonna punch forward, step forward. Lift, 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 scoop it back. Take a second to feel, ooh, yep, my inner thighs helped me there. So I reach forward, pull back, get taller, punch forward. And back it taller. Feel your feet. Push. That's it. You can even feel a little moment where you find a tendu. Or I should say dégagé, it's off the floor. So nice stretch. Can I find a little balance? Reach. Excellent. Let's lower the arms. Take a second. Good. That's nearing the end here. All right, we're going to take elbows together and pinkies together. Little lift up and down. Little lift up and down. 3 and 2. Last one. Good. Let's go ahead and take parallel. I'm just going to throw a couple more at you to really feel nice and strong here on your Wednesday. Reach the hips back. Here's your chair. Knuckles are facing each other. Your back is long. Back of the neck is long. Lift the elbows and resist down. Lift the elbows. Turning to the side, you should have a long back. Belly button in and up. So think about our chair pose at the start. Our alignment is key. Good, just one arm. Switch, move slow motion. Nice float of the elbow. Ooh, excuse me, that air. Ooh, all that dander and pollen. Good, last one. And reach your spine up tall. Nice. Last bit, we're going to take some half circles. You can take heels together, toes apart if you'd like. Alright, so I'm going to reach the arms to find the side. I'm going to sweep, arc forward and up. Resist, lower down. Sweep forward and up. My hands are a little bit in front of my trunk. Good, this time you can lower the arms all the way down. Take your time. 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. 3, 2, 1. Lower. 3, 2, 1. Last challenge, add a heel lift. So I've got just a little bit of space between big toes. And I come up. 3, 2, 1. See if your rotation is small enough that your heels can stay connected the whole way through. And up. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. 3, 2, 1. Last time. 3, 2, 1. And down. 2, 1. Let's release the weights. Put them away. Good. Little circle through the arms. Nice. Let's go ahead and round forward. Press your back into the space behind you and swim forward and up. Sternum forward. Exhale, nice. Soften. And lift. Make sure the head stays above the hips. Good. Arms lower down. Just a little nod of the chin down. And up again, down. And up. And ear to right. Shoulder. Left shoulder. Last time right. And left. Good. Find center. Do a little body scan. Do your shoulders feel wide and down? Can you find some nice ease in the knees and the ankles and the hips? Woo! Very nice work today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you at the JCC very soon. Thank you.